30-second timeout called by the Panthers.
Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I believe we are live now, and we'll get the scoreboard sorted out for you here in just a few moments as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead the Paola Lady Panthers here 6-0. A quick steal by the Fort Scott Lady Tigers, and they'll head back the other direction. They get it out to Aubrey Yarrick. Thought about a three, now kicks it over to Rayleigh Cowan. She puts one up off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Paola, and the Panthers head back the other direction. Lady Tigers have a 6-0 lead here early in the first quarter. Shot there by the Panthers, no good. Rebound taken by Paola. They'll kick it back out to Amanda Pitzer. And now we got a whistle, and it looks like a travel going to be called on the Lady Panthers. And so Allie Brown will check back in for the Lady Tigers. Rayleigh Cowan will go have a quick breather. Fort Scott will get the ball into the hands now of Abby Gorman over on the far side. Now back to Brown. She'll drive in. Shot there off the back iron. Doesn't go. Rebound loose. Taken away by Paola as Brylan Wicker will take it away. He'll head back the other way. Ashlyn Katzer with the ball. Now kicks it over to Wicker. She'll put up a shot. Doesn't go, but a foul going to be called. It'll be the second one on the Lady Tigers here tonight. Foul, the first one on Kylie Comstock here tonight. And free throws for Brylan Wicker, and she misses the first one. Second free throw is good. So one miss and one make there as we approach 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter of this one tonight. Again, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers leading the Paola Lady Panthers 6-1 now. Thanks again for joining us here on Duckbait TV. Had a couple of snafus getting things ready to go, but we are on the air and ready to go going now, and we've got a whistle here as the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Fort Scott. Lady Tigers in red tonight with the white letters and numbers, white and black trim, and they have reversed the call now. It is going to go over to Paola, who is on an all-white tonight with the black letters and numbers, black and gold trim, and ball comes into Amanda Pitzer. She'll get it, work it against this 2-2-1 zone press from the Lady Tigers, and now when the ball goes out of bounds, another turnover for Paola, and Fort Scott will get it back here with 3:41 to play in the first quarter. Again, score 6-1, Fort Scott with the lead. In the first game of the Paola Invitational here in Paola, Kansas. Brown works it into the corner to Claire McElroy. And now ball lost on the floor, lost out of bounds, and it will go back over to Paola with 3:27 to play. Paola gets it across the timeline. Works it over far side. And his shot is good from Amanda Pitzer. So the first field goal made for Paola here in this one. And shot. Good there for the Lady Tigers. So now 8-3, Fort Scott on top. Coming up on 2.5 to play in the first quarter. We got a whistle, and it looks like a foul on the Lady Tigers again. That'll be the third one.
Rogers first. The third Lady Tiger team foul. That game is number 2, Paola, and number 23, Constantine.
3 on the way. That one doesn't go for Paola. And now the ball is knocked out of bounds. We'll say it stays with the Panthers. And Pitzer with another basket there for the Paola Panthers. So now 8-5. Ball goes inside for Fort Scott. Turnaround shot there off the glass, doesn't go. And we got a whistle and a foul.
Foul finish to the Panthers, number 12, Amanda Pitzer, her first team foul, number 1 at the line, shooting the pair. The Tigers, number 23.
So foul on Pitzer, her first. Free throws for the Lady Tigers. And it's Kylie Comstock, and she gets the first one there. Second one on the way, and that rolls off of there. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Paola. They'll head back the other direction. And we got a whistle, and it looks like another foul on the Lady Tigers. And now a steal by the Lady Tigers. They'll head back the other direction. Find Allie Brown across the lane. She'll drive in. Shot there, no good, but Allie will have a couple of free throws here.
Was a foul on the shot attempt to finish into the Panthers, number 20. That is Britt Sanders, her first team foul, number 2.
Foul for the Panthers goes on Bryn Sanders. First free throw for Brown, no good. And another quick steal by the Lady Tigers. Three-pointer on the way from Fort Scott, no good. Rebound loose inside, put back is no good. And now the Panthers come out of there with it. Still 9-5. Fort Scott with the lead, and now the ball is another steal by Rayleigh Cowan. She'll take it down the floor. Layup is good. As Allie Brown will get the points there. So now 11-5. We got a whistle, and they're going to call a double dribble on Fort Scott, so the ball will go back over to the Panthers. 50.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter here tonight. Pass inside, now they get it around, and the shot is good. In there by Brylan Wicker. So her first points of the night. And now it's 11-7. Pass. Oh, nice job as Fort Scott found the open player, and it is a shot good by Kylie Comstock. And now the ball is deflected out of bounds by the Lady Tigers, so it'll stay with Paola.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 24, Aubrey York, joined by teammate number 25, Rogers.
Eight seconds left in the quarter. Paola gets it down into the corner. Stop there. Nice job by Fort Scott to steal it away. They'll have to shoot quick, and the clock's going to run out. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Fort Scott 13 and Paola 7. So as the second quarter gets started here at Paola High School, thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead the Paola Lady Panthers 13-7 in this first matchup of the Paola Invitational. We've got a travel called there on Paola, and so Fort Scott will get the basketball here. Shot inside for Fort Scott doesn't go. Put back no good, but a foul. It looks like going to be called on Paola here.
Foul position on the shot tag, and this one is charge number 0, Yasmin Rutledge, her first. Team foul number 1, right shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Fouls on Yasmin Rutledge, her first. Second free throw is also good for Comstock. And now a steal by Fort Scott and another foul on Paola.
Foul position in the Panthers, number 0, Rutledge, her second. Substitution this time is number 34, the freshman Lola Canales.
Pass goes to Yarick. Now it's loose inside, but picked back up by Fort Scott. You get it back out to Comstock. Now over far side. It goes to Rayleigh Cowan. And now we got a whistle here, and they're going to call turnover on Fort Scott. So the Lady Tigers will turn it over. They will get Claire McElroy back in the contest here. Ball deflected here, and now we got a whistle and a tie-up. It looks like possession arrow favors Fort Scott. Pass back out to Abby Gorman out top. Now they kick it over far side to Aubrey Yarick. Ball loose inside, now picked back up by Fort Scott. They'll get it back over to Gorman on the left side wing. Abby drives in, and it looks like a foul going to be called on Paola here. Again, Fort Scott leading this one 15-7 in the second quarter. 6:26 to play in the second quarter. We got a whistle as, again, the foul was on Amanda Pitzer. That'll be her second, so she will come out. And now a drive to the bucket, and a layup is good by Kylie Comstock. So Comstock, I believe, has 6 so far here tonight for the Lady Tigers. And now Paola working, trying to get it across the timeline. Brylan Wicker will do the honors, but it's loose again. Stolen away by Fort Scott now. Now we got a whistle, and it looks like another tie ball. This time it'll stay with the Panthers. 6:04 to play here in the quarter, and it looks like Allie Brown waiting to check back in for Fort Scott. And they'll get Amanda Pitzer back out there as Pitzer, again, 2 fouls here in the second quarter for Paola with 6 minutes to play. So we'll see how aggressive Fort Scott wants to go at her here for the remaining time in this period. Pass back around, Pitzer for 3, long 3, too short. Rebound is going to go out of bounds, so Fort Scott will get the ball back with 5:47 to play in this second quarter. Again, a 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers, a good start to their season. We'll tell you more about this tournament this week and this season as we go along here tonight. Pass goes inside to Gorman. Nice fake by Abby, and she'll hit the bucket. So bucket there by Gorman. Now we got a whistle, and it looks like another Paola timeout as the Panthers, and they will take a full timeout. So they will have 3 timeouts remaining for the game with their full timeout. So again, thanks for joining us here on Duck Bait TV. We appreciate you all joining us, and we do apologize for the late start here this evening. I was telling somebody earlier today, you know, football season ends and then you got nothing for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden everything ramps back up again with basketball here with the Paola tournament. And so just didn't time things out like I needed to today, so I do apologize for that. But we are looking forward to bringing you a great basketball season for the boys and the girls. We'll talk more about the boys as we go along here tonight. But the girls getting started here against Paola tonight. They'll play Wellsville on Thursday. That'll be in the auxiliary gym here in Paola. And then they will play the second game that night. So the boys will go first at 5. The girls will start at 6:30 on Thursday. And then on Friday, we're back to the normal girls first, guys second against Perry Lecompton. That one also in the auxiliary gym coming up on Friday here in Paola. So full week of action for the Tigers and Lady Tigers, and then we dip into conference play next week with trips to Parsons and Chanute. And then we're done for Christmas. So we get all this really quickly here. First 5 games in action, and then we're done until after Christmas, or after New Year's. So a quick start, and then a little bit of a lull, and then we get back and going again at the beginning of January. So glad to be with you, and looking forward to this winter season here on Duckbait TV. Pass a little bit too long there for Fort Scott, but it's stolen away by Paola. The Panthers will bring it down. Pitzer takes a shot there. It's too short. Rebound taken there on the side, and that short is a little bit too short from the corner. And then Fort Scott gets the rebound. Ahead it goes to Brown. Shot there, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Pitzer for Paola. Panthers have a couple of girls on the floor that are not in our roster that we got. So try to listen the next time they get checked in and see what those names are. Number 34 is one of those, so she had the last shot there for Paola. And now Fort Scott with a couple of subs as Kinley Clements will check in for the Lady Tigers. Also Allie Wheeler. Wheeler, a 5'6" sophomore. Clements, a 5'11" sophomore. both coming in for the Lady Tigers here. They will join Kylie Comstock, Claire McElroy, and Allie Brown. 5 on the floor in red right now for the Lady Tigers. Again, leading 19-7 with just under 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Brown passes inside. Nice job to get it to Clements, and the shot is good. Comstock. And Kylie has 8 here in the first half for the Lady Tigers. Shot there is good and a foul, so Wicker will get the and one opportunity. Foul is going to go on Comstock. That's Kylie's second. So she will come out, and Aubrey Yarrick will check back in. Free throw is in and out, no good. So it's still 21-9 here in the second quarter. Pass comes left side. Now at the elbow for Yarrick. That shot is no good. Rebound taken by Pitzer for the Panthers. Pass goes to the corner. Drive there. Shot is no good. Rebound put back is no good. A nice block out there for Clements. And the Lady Tigers get the basketball back here. Brown working against this 2-3 zone for Paola. Now they kick it back out. Allie, a long three-pointer. Get in there, it does. So Allie Brown with the first three-pointer for the Lady Tigers this season. And Fort Scott with a nice lead here. Just under 3 to play in the second quarter, 24-9. And we got a whistle, and looks like a foul going to be called on Fort Scott. It'll be the second one in the quarter on Fort Scott. Remember those fouls in high school now. Reset after each quarter on the team fouls. It's going to be the second foul on Claire McElroy tonight. So just 2 fouls this quarter. And remember, no 1-and-1s anymore in high school basketball, at least in Kansas. Ball deflected, stolen away there by Fort Scott. Nice hands by Allie Wheeler, and she will get the ball away. And now up it goes to Gorman. She'll drive the baseline. Shot a little bit too strong. Wheeler battling for the rebound. Now it's loose. It goes out of bounds. And who touched it last? They're going to say Paola basketball. 2:19 to play here in the second quarter. Lady Tigers again with a nice start to this one, leading at 24-9 over the Paola Panthers. Pitzer gets it down the floor ahead to Katzer. And now inside to Wicker. Shot there doesn't go. But a foul on Fort Scott. Looks like it might be on Wheeler. And it will be the first one on Allie Wheeler tonight. And now two free throws for Wicker. And she makes the first. Second free throw is also good. So 24-11 now. Fort Scott with the lead with 2:05 to play here in the second quarter. Pass goes left side to Wheeler. She'll dribble back to the top of the key. Now back around to Brown. Over to Gorman. Open for 3 in the corner. Just a little bit too short. Nice rebound inside by Clements. Back out to Wheeler. Shot there from the elbow. No good. Rebound again inside by Gorman this time. Got deflected and loose on the floor. Now picked up by Brown. She'll put it up there. That one doesn't go. Rebound on the backside by Wheeler. Back to Fort Scott as the reset. Now try to get a pass inside to Yarrick, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Fort Scott as the Lady Tigers will get Rayleigh Cowan back on the floor. She replaces Wheeler, and then Clements will come out as J.C. Rogers checks back in for the Tigers. Inbounds to Allie Brown, and she buries a three-pointer. So So Brown will put the Lady Tigers back up 27-11 now, and now the ball is thrown ahead and lost out of bounds for Paola. So Fort Scott gets it back with 1:25 to play here in the second quarter. Again, Lady Tigers leading it. You see it there on your screen, 27-11. Fort Scott with the lead here late in the second quarter. Gorman works it up the floor, gets it to Brown in the corner. Now ball deflected as it was passed inside. Now we got a whistle. Looks like a tie ball, and possession arrow favors the Lady Panthers with 1:11 to play. Ball ahead, but it's deflected and stolen. And now ball out of bounds. Inbound play. Now we got a whistle, and they're going to get maybe an illegal screen. Something on Fort Scott here, it looks like. And they're going to call it on Gorman, so that's Abby's second foul of the evening. And so, yeah, she will check out with 64 seconds to go in the quarter, and Allie Wheeler will check back in. Wheeler did a great job on the floor just moments ago for the Lady Tigers. Back out there for Gorman to hopefully spell her so she doesn't get a third foul here in the first half. Powell deflected, stolen away by Fort Scott. Great job by Cowan. Head to Brown, and it's no good, but Cowan there for the putback, and it is good. So Rayleigh Cowan, using those volleyball skills she picked up as the libero this season for the Lady Tigers, just kind of batted that forward to Brown, and now it's 29-11. 35 seconds to go, and a foul on Fort Scott. I think that's going to be on Allie. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be on Allie Wheeler, so Allie's second foul. And it will put Wicker back at the free throw line. First one is good. And Lorelei Clark, the 5'9" freshman for the Lady Tigers, will check in. Second free throw is good. And they're going to disallow it because of a lane violation. So they're going to take that one off there. So it's still 29-12 with 35.2 seconds to play here in the first half. Wheeler will get it. Oh, got to get it across the timeline. There's still a 10-second call on that there. Over to Cowan for three. That one just a little bit far to the right. Rebound, though, by Fort Scott. Back out it comes Clark for three. That one a little bit too strong. Rebound batted out toward the corner. It's out of bounds. And they'll say last touch by Paola. So Fort Scott will inbound it from the corner here with 13.7 seconds to play in the quarter. Inbound play comes right into Clark. She'll put one up from deep. That one a little bit too strong. Rebound taken by Paola. And the Panthers will have a shot here at the last shot of the half. And they turn it over. Pass a little bit too tall for Ashlyn Katzer. It goes out of bounds. So with 2.9 to go, the Lady Tigers will have one more shot. And they'll get a couple of quick offensive subs here as they'll get Kylie Comstock back on the floor. You serve for a quick box out if you need it. And Abby Gorman, pretty good shooter, back on the floor as well. Both girls with two fouls, but they're going to have an offensive, probably not going to have to play defense here. They work this right with 2.9 seconds to go. They get it to Gorman. Now they pass it off. That one shouldn't count, and it's going to be too short. I don't think it got off before the horn anyway, but Fort Scott with the lead here as we head to halftime. Your score 29-12. The Lady Tigers out in front of the Paola Lady Panthers. We'll take a quick break and come back. As, again, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers with the lead here at halftime. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delin Abatey is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Well, welcome back in as we are at halftime. The Fort Scott Lady Tigers leading the Paola Lady Panthers here 29-12 at the break. Let's run through the points as we have them here. And again, we had a little bit of a jumbled start, so I could be missing something here. But as right now is what we have. We've got Kylie Comstock leading the Lady Tigers with 11 points. She's so far 3 for 4 from the free throw line, so pretty good start to the night for Kylie Comstock, as again she's got 11. Allie Brown with 8, a couple of three-pointers for Brown, and so she's got 8 there. And then also J.C. Rogers has 4 points. You've got Claire McElroy with 2, Abby Gorman with 2, and Rayleigh Cowan also with 2 for the Lady Tigers. Again, I'm not great at math, but that appears to add up to 29, which is what the Lady Tigers have here at the break. For Paola, so far, they've just got a couple of girls in the score sheet at this point. Brylan Wicker has 8, and Amanda Pitzer has 4. Excuse me. So that's their 12. As again, Fort Scott leads this one 29-12 here at halftime. Again, the Lady Tigers looking to expand and improve on a team that's going to be hard to do, but they are looking forward to the year after. I'm trying to think of the right words here, but they finished 4th in the state a year ago in 4A. A great season for the Lady Tigers a year ago. Keegan Yarnick, of course, the leading scorer for Fort Scott last season. She is no longer here. She was graduated a year ago off to Butler Community College and doing a very fine job, it looks like, with the Grizzlies here this season so far. But look, we wish her all the best as she goes forward in her basketball career. But Fort Scott will definitely miss her on the floor. But they've got a lot of girls back from that team a year ago. Kylie Comstock, one of those. Aubrey Yarick, Keegan's sister, is in the fold this year. Excuse me, I say that like she wasn't last year. She was a very good player for the Lady Tigers a year ago as well, but looking to see her minutes go up a little bit with here this season. Allie Brown, who is on her way to Pitt State to play softball after she graduates this spring, but she is looking really good on the basketball court so far for Fort Scott. Has, again, just 8 points, but a couple of three-pointers so far in this first half for Fort Scott for Allie Brown as she helps to lead the Tigers this season. But looking forward to what the Tigers can do. Again, like I said, we lost Keegan Yarick, but that's Keegan Yarick and Kegler. I can't think of her first name now. I apologize for that. But a couple of seniors were very good a year ago. And so we lost them. But, again, a lot of girls back from that team that went to and finished fourth in Hutchinson last season. And so looking forward to that as the Lady Tigers look forward to this season. Again, this week here in Paola, they'll play Wellsville on Thursday. Again, that will be in the auxiliary gym. They'll also play Perry Lecompton on Friday in the auxiliary gym. So a little bit of a change to this tournament. It's the same 4 teams, but it is still a double round robin tournament, so there's no bracket or anything like that. Each team plays everybody once, but a change in the fact that this game, the Paola-Fort Scott game, is not the final game of the tournament. It's been that way the last couple of years, but it's not that way this season, and so they've kind of changed that up a little bit. So, again, Paola playing, Paola will play as the home team in their gym, their main varsity gym each night, and so that's why this game will be here in the main gym tonight. These 2 games for Fort Scott tonight, and then going forward, the Thursday and Friday will both be in the auxiliary gym. And again, Thursday against Wellsville, Friday against Perry Lecompton, then into SEK play. A quick turn into league play as we start that next week, both on the road. So we'll travel to Parsons on Tuesday next week, and then Chanute on Friday. And then the Lady Tigers are done until after New Year. So they're done for the Christmas break, and at that point. And hard to believe that it's already here. It feels like Thanksgiving was yesterday, but we're already getting ready for the Christmas break coming up in a few weeks. And so they will have these quick first 5 games very quickly, but then into the break there. And then coming out of the break on January 7th, they will both play Frontenac. They'll host Frontenac, so they could play Frontenac twice because we'll still go to the Frontenac Invitational towards the end of January. Of course, that one's not a guarantee that they will play Frontenac in the tournament. It's a bracketed tournament, as you remember. But looking forward to that. Is there 2 non-league games, essentially, that are not tournament games, are Frontenac on January 7th and then travel to Girard on January 28th. So we'll have those 2 games, and then, of course, the 12 league games, SEK league games, and then the 3 games in the Frontenac tournament and the 3 games here in Paola. So looking forward to this season for the Tigers and Lady Tigers. And, again, see what you can do to improve on taking 4th at the state tournament. I guess there's only 3 slots better than finishing 4th at the state tournament. So I'm sure the Tigers and Coach Pashan Steps, his assistants Gary Floyd and Dylan Duffy, who have been by his side for many years now, they've done a great job in getting these girls to play really well together, and looking forward again to another season of Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball this year. We've got some new opportunities for folks going forward to help us out here at Duckbait TV. We'll try to get into that as we go along here this evening, but looks like we're just about ready to get the second half underway here tonight. So we will save that discussion for a little bit later on this evening. But again, looking forward to this year for Fort Scott. We're also hoping, nothing is set in stone yet, but hoping to get a couple of wrestling matches. There are a couple of wrestling duels in the second semester, and we're looking hopefully to get a couple of those on our airwaves as well. We were able to broadcast nearly 20 volleyball matches this fall in addition to the football schedule, so looking forward to expanding our coverage even more as we start the second half here tonight in Paola. First shot there by Fort Scott is no good. The rebound taken there by the Panthers, and they'll come back the other direction. Three-pointer on the way from Paola. That one doesn't go. Rebound loose and picked up and put in there by Ashlyn Katzer. That's the first points of the third quarter here. Shot by Cowan, no good. Missed by Fort Scott, ball ahead, and it's loose but saved by Paola, but right to Fort Scott. Allie Brown has it up to Gorman. Shot there is good.
Back in the Lady Panthers, this time it's the senior number 0, Rutledge.
Ball comes inside. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Paola. Panthers head back the other way. Layup there is good by Pitzer. And again, she had 4 at halftime. Shot inside. That one doesn't go for Fort Scott. We got a whistle and foul on the rebound. And foul's going to be on Brylan Wicker. Now we got a whistle. And looks like a foul on Fort Scott. Claire McElroy, her third.
Number 1.
Paola gets it across the timeline. Now ball deflected back towards half court, and they're going to get an over and back call on the Lady Panthers. Substitution here for Fort Scott as they'll take McElroy out with those 3 fouls. Back on the floor is Aubrey Yarrick. Brown over to Cowan. Now inside it goes. Turnaround shot in there is no good. And a foul is going to be on Brylan Wicker. Her second foul, and it's going to send Fort Scott to the free throw line here. Kylie Comstock hits the first one. Second free throw is also good. (33-16). Fort Scott still with that pressure defense, and I think Paola's going to get a timeout here. Trying to quell that a little bit here. 5:22 to play in the third quarter, and it's going to be another Paola timeout. So they'll have 2 remaining for the rest of the night here. Again, the boys' game comes up next. Again, with this round robin tournament style, you can kind of pretty much set up your matchups however you want. And so it's going to look very similar to a regular night here tonight and this week in Paola, as the boys and girls will play the same team on the same night, of course. Just about said the boys will follow each night. They will not follow The girls on Thursday. The boys, the teams play Wellsville on Thursday in the auxiliary gym, and the boys will actually play first that night. And they've done that here in this tournament. So in the auxiliary gym right now, Wellsville and Perry Lecompton are playing. Their boys are playing right now. The girls will play second in that matchup, and they do that, I'm sure, for several reasons, but the one that stands out to me is the ability for Coach Steps and Coach Jamie Butler of Paola then to go watch the Wellsville and Perry Lecompton girls next while the boys are playing over here, get a little extra scout time in those situations. So I'm sure that's something that's beneficial to each of the coaches here in this tournament. Boys have been doing that, trickling in now, but they spent most of the first half of the girls' game over there watching the Perry Lecompton and Wellsville boys. I'm sure getting extra scout in for those games coming up later in the week. Here's a three-pointer by Fort Scott, and it's good as Kylie Comstock buries that one from deep. And if she can open up that range shooting, that's going to be very vital for Fort Scott going forward this season. Ball here, and it looks like a travel called on the Panthers. Fort Scott's going to get a sub here as J.C. Rogers will check back in for the Lady Tigers. Rayleigh Cowan will come out. So Rogers out there with Aubrey Yarick, it looks like. Allie Brown, Abby Gorman, and Claire McElroy. The five on the floor. Excuse me, not Claire. That's J.C. Rogers on the floor for Fort Scott. Also Kylie Comstock still out there for the Lady Tigers. 4:40 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Three-pointer from Gorman, a little bit too short. Rebound taken there by Paola. We'll head quickly to the other end. It's Amanda Pitzer. And she'll head down the sideline there and then out to Ashlyn Katzer. Ball deflected and stolen back by Fort Scott. Over to Brown. Three-pointer from the wing. That one a little bit too strong. Rebound chased down, though, by Fort Scott. Out to Gorman. Over to Comstock at the elbow. Now back out to Brown. Thought about another deep three. Now over to Gorman. That one is a little bit too strong that time. Rebounded Gorman with a great follow. Missed the follow shot, though. Rebound taken by Paola. Pitzer will head back the other direction. Layup, no good, but a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Fort Scott. Fouls on Brown, her first tonight. And it's going to be Amanda Pitzer at the line. She makes the first. And we got a whistle. Looks like a foul on the Panthers. And that'll be the fourth foul on Yasmin Rutledge. Inbounds play goes to Comstock. Shot off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound loose. Knocked out, picked up by Gorman, though. And Fort Scott will keep possession here. Over to Yarick on the right side wing. Now kick it inside. Rogers with it. Lost it for a moment. Gets it back out to Gorman. Now they kick it to Wheeler, who's back on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Now inside to Gorman. Shot there. Doesn't go. Rebound loose, and looks like a foul maybe on Fort Scott. And looks like it's going to be on J.C. Rogers, her second. 36-17. Fort Scott still leading with 3:08 to play in the third quarter. Powell deflected, loose on the floor. Picked up by Fort Scott, another steal. Over to Yarick, three-pointer on the way. That one is good. So Yarick, her first points of the season. Ball loose again, deflected by Fort Scott's defense. This press defense has been so good for the Lady Tigers for so many years now. Taken away by Wheeler this time. Ahead it goes. Shot off the elbow is good for Fort Scott. That's J.C. Rogers. She's got 6 in the game tonight. Fort Scott starting to expand that lead a little bit now, 41-17. Paola gets it across the timeline. Now we got a whistle here, and they're going to call a jump ball. Paola will retain possession here. And now Rayleigh Cowan will check back in for the Lady Tigers. So Cowan in. And looks like Allie Calishaw, a 6-foot sophomore, is also in the game for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. Long 3 by Pitzer, but it goes. So that'll cut the lead nearly in half once again, 41-20. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Pass around to Cowan on the left side wing. Now it comes back to Yarek, and she'll drive in, but its shot is no good. So Aubrey Yarek with a great take that time, but didn't finish on the shot. Just bounced out at the last second there. So Paola gets it back. We got a whistle, and they're going to call a travel. Long 2 on the way. This one from Wheeler. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by the Panthers. And they'll head back the other way with it. 3-pointer on the way. That one is no good. And it looks like they're going to get a foul on Fort Scott. This should be 3 shots now for Paola. It's the 3rd foul of the night on Allie Wheeler. And it sends Pitzer to the line for 3. She makes the first. And the second one rattles around and falls in there. Allie Brown back on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Also Kylie Comstock back out there for Fort Scott. 3rd free throw is good. So 3 free throws good there for Amanda Pitzer. That'll make it 41-23. Fort Scott still out in front by 18 points. Coming up on the final minute of play here in the quarter. Brown, nice move by Allie. She'll get in there and hit the shot. About a 10-footer that goes for Allie Brown. Back out to a 20-point advantage, 43-23. Paola gets it down the floor. Layup there is good. Pitzer again. She definitely appears to be one of the top 2 players for Paola, if not the best one for the Panthers. 30 seconds. We'll see if Fort Scott wants to hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Brown dribbling out front. Now 8 seconds to go. Brown passes off to Rogers. She'll try a deep 3-pointer. Misses. Rebound batted and out of bounds. So Paola will get another opportunity here with 1.9 seconds to play. Bounce play comes in. Long shot, no good. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with your score 43-25. Fort Scott out on top of the Paola Lady Panthers. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend. Either way, Delyn Abatey is ready to help. Nails by Delyn is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1414 1315. Nails by DeLynn at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. Well, welcome back into Paola High School as we're just about ready to get the fourth quarter underway here tonight in the girls' game as the Lady Tigers lead this one 43-25 at the end of 3 quarters. Looking to get victory number 1 on the season as they try to defend that 4th place finish in the state tournament a year ago. It all starts here on opening night. Pass goes inside to Comstock. Shot is good by Kylie Comstock. Lead for Fort Scott back out to 20 as they'll keep that press on here. The early portion of the 4th quarter. Pass ahead. It's going to go out of bounds, and Fort Scott will get it back. Nice little play to Abby Gorman. Shot there. It went, but it's not going to count as they call it travel on Abby. A little bit too much of shuffle on the jump stop there. Pass goes left side. Now they get it inside. Back out it comes. Into the hands there of Amanda Pitzer. Now ball deflected by Gorman. It goes out of bounds. Now Katzer. Around it comes. 3-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken, chased down by Fort Scott. Great job by Rayleigh Cowan to get out there and get that ball for the Lady Tigers. Ahead it goes and pass. Trying to get it to Gorman there, and a little bit too tall. It goes out of bounds. And Paola's going to call a timeout here, 32nd timeout. So they will have 1 remaining for the rest of the night here. Ball deflected, now stolen by Fort Scott. Ahead it comes to Gorman. 3-pointer on the way. That one, long 2 on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound taken by Paola. And then a couple of Panthers ran into each other. And it looks like Comstock was in there on the contact too, and she maybe got the worst of it. I think she's okay now, but a shot and basket at the other end for the Panthers goes in. Foul's going to go on Brown. It's the second one on Alley tonight. Shot is good by Wicker. Free throw is no good. And it's an 18-point Fort Scott lead with 6 minutes to play. Brown drives in. Nice run by Brown. She'll get it in there and scores. Lead back out to 20. Fort Scott. Pitzer gets it across the timeline. Now a three-pointer on the way. That one in and out, no good. Putback is good, though, by Wicker. And that'll make it 47-29. Gorman gets it across the timeline. Go left with it. Now they get it inside. Ball deflected. Nice job by McElroy to get a hold of it. Shot there doesn't go, but the putback is good by Rayleigh Cowan. And that lead back out to 20 for the Lady Tigers here. 5 minutes to play. Pass goes left side here to Katzer. Now it's deflected and goes out of bounds. And Fort Scott's going to get a couple of subs here as Lorelei Clark will check back in for the Lady Tigers. They also get Kinley Clemens back on the floor. Pass goes inside. Nice little shot there by Cowan. It missed, but a foul, and so she'll get some free throws here. Foul goes on Katzer. Missed the first and missed the second. So the lead stays at 20 for the Lady Tigers here. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Pass goes inside. Turnaround shot is in and out, but back in for Brylan Wicker. She remains the leading scorer for the Panthers here tonight. Fort Scott kicks it over right side into the hands of Clements. And now we got a whistle and looks like a foul on Paola. It's going to be on Wicker, her third.
Second team foul, substitution for the Tigers. This time number 24, Aubrey Yarick.
Aubrey Yarick will check in for Fort Scott as Rayleigh Cowan comes out. 3:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. Pass inbounds. It's deep, but picked up by Lorelei Clark. Inside it goes. Nice shot is no good, but a foul on the Panthers. Foul is going to be called on Bryn Sanders, I believe. Oh, nope, excuse me. Amanda Pitzer, her third. And free throws for J.C. Rogers. The first one goes. Second one, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Paola. They'll quickly get it into the front court, and ball's knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Three and a half minutes to play in this one. Again, the boys' game comes up next. We'll have that one for you here. Shot there from the baseline, doesn't go. Rebound loose, picked up by the Panthers. And it goes. Three-pointer on the way from Pitzer. That one is good. So 50-34 now. Three-pointer on the way, and that one is good from Clark. Her first points of the evening. Ball deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Fort Scott's going to get some more subs here, as they will get Allie Brown back in the game. Kylie Comstock will check back in. Claire McElroy back on the floor. Rayleigh Cowan back in the lineup. And they all join Aubrey Yorick. Pass to the sideline, deflected, loose, and stolen away by Cowan. She'll head back the other direction. Layup is good by Rayleigh. She's got 6 tonight. Lead back out, 55-34 now. And a whistle, and it looks like a travel going to be called. Allie Kalashaw now checks back in for the Lady Tigers, and she will replace Yarick. Turnaround shot from Brown. That one doesn't go. Rebound loose. Picked up by Fort Scott, and then it's knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. So Fort Scott will hold on to it with 1:57 to play. And now we got a whistle here. And it looks like a foul going to be called on Fort Scott.
This little foul against the Tigers, number 10, Allie Brown, third.
So Allie will pick up the foul. Her third. And Fort Scott gets some more subs here. As Allie Wheeler will come back out there. Paola's got it on the right side wing. Lorelei Clark with the defense over there for Fort Scott. Now they'll go inside, Paola does. You get it to Sanders. Shot there is going to be good, and a foul. Allie Kalashaw will pick up the foul, her first. Third team foul here in the fourth quarter. First free throw. Oh, yeah, the only free throw. Yeah, it was an and one. And it misses. Here's a three-pointer at the other end. That one's good for McElroy. She's got 5 tonight. 58-36 now, Fort Scott on top. Ball goes left side wing. Now we got a whistle. And they're going to say 5-second call. Defensive call that's not called all that often. And no longer rule in college. Here's a three-pointer on the way. That one is good. So Clark with her second three-pointer of the night. Fort Scott expanding that lead back out, 61-36 now. 35 seconds to go in this one. Again, don't forget the boys' game's coming up next. We will stop the girls' broadcast here and then start the boys' broadcast on a separate feed. Here's a three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Lost. Picked up by Paola. That one put back. And now we got a whistle and a foul on the Lady Tigers. It's going to go on Clements, her first. Couple of free throws. For Paola, and that one's good. Second one on the way. That one doesn't go. Fort Scott grabs the rebound, and they might just run this clock out here with 10 seconds to go. And they got to get it across the timeline. They do. They get it over to Wheeler on the left wing. And Fort Scott will come away victorious with your score 61-37 here tonight. Take a short break, come back and wrap the girls' game up and get you ready for the boys in just a moment. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball. Fort Scott Lady Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend. Either way, Delyn Abatey is ready to help. Nails by Delyn is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delyn at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. All right, as we welcome you back for the wrap-up here of the girls' game, Fort Scott Lady Tigers win 61-37. We'll run through the scoring really quickly. What I have here, and again, this may not be 100% accurate, but this is what we've got here at our broadcast point here. Kylie Comstock with 18. She led all scorers with that mark here tonight for the Lady Tigers. And then, let's see. So, yeah, she had 18. J.C. Rogers with 7. Lorelei Clark with 6. Allie Brown with 10. Rayleigh Cowan with 6. Abby Gorman with 4. Claire McElroy with 5. And then Aubrey Yarrick had 3 in this one here tonight for the Lady Tigers as they get the victory. And we'll move on to the remainder of the week. We're going to go ahead and stop the broadcast here and then get things reset for the boys game coming up in just a few moments. So don't go anywhere. Give us about 2, 3, 5 minutes maybe, and then refresh your device, whatever you're watching us on, and then we should be up and running for the boys game in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Lady Tigers basketball, one of the sports we do here on Duck Bait TV.